so far.
It's interesting that the Mavs almost exclusively built through free agency. You know, they make draft picks, but they always seem to have a hand in free agency come July.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Well, Clark, you look back at some of the big names they were rumored to be in on, like Deron Williams and Dwight Howard. Those two names come to mind.
And they missed out on them, but they've always been very good about remaining flexible when they need to be with the salary cap.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for Stoudemire. Nowitzki comes in for Parsons. Monte Ellis checked in for Devin Harris. Rajon Rondo subbed in for J.J. Barea. Now here's Ellis. Shot clock at 6. Ellis left side. No good from the wing.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Here's Young. Blocked. Rondo with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Wizards in Washington. It's tipped. It's stolen by Bryant. Davis with a screen on Chandler. Kobe dishes to Davis. Young outside. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Mavs have fallen back, Steve, in the West the last few years, but they were very much in the hunt this past season.
Well, they were in a battle for the final playoff spot in the West, and then they ended up in the 8th spot and took San Antonio all the way to 7 games. So they did extremely well given the strength of the conference.
You know, for the Mavs against the West, it was really about them hitting their shots, and they're a very good shooting team, especially when they played against Western Conference opponents.
Well, to back up what you talked about with the Mavs shooting, I mean, they were one of the best shooting percentage teams in the league, and they did a lot of their damage against the Western Conference, which, as we all know, is the much deeper conference.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
The Lakers last season, and this is a remarkable factoid here, folks, that was only the 6th time in franchise history, going all the way back to the 40s, that the Lakers had missed the playoffs. Obviously, the Lakers fans are not accustomed to missing the postseason.
Here is Davis after the made shot from Monte Ellis. Young passes to Hill. The kick out to Bryant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 11-footer buries the jump shot. Kobe's got his second bucket. And for the Lakers last season, Steve, with the departure of Dwight Howard, you knew the team on paper had less talent, but the hope was that the chemistry would improve.
And I thought it did. The chemistry was good. Kevin, they just didn't have enough talent. And when Kobe and Nash went down, it didn't matter who was out there, who was coaching. You know, it was just going to be a situation where they were not going to be able to win enough games. Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Lin against Rondo.
Jeremy Lin is a bit of a scoring point guard. He's best with the ball in his hands, but not necessarily an elite scorer playmaker. He's trying to broaden out his game so he can play off the ball as well.
The Lakers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Well, collectively, this is a 73% free throw shooting team.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
And that one falls for Lin.
And to become better playing off the ball, Jeremy Lin has to improve as a spot-up shooter. He's actually been shooting better off the dribble, but the catch and shoot is something he'll continue to work on.
Parsons checked in for Dallas. Both free throws good from Lin. And Jeremy Lin working with the shooting coach, Clark, to develop his outside shot.
Yeah, he's actually tweaked his release to get the ball off more quickly on his way up. He's still below average from long range, but you know he's going to put the work in.
Now here's Rondo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Parsons. Good defensive work there by Young.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
Ellis wide open. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Ellis has got the lead up to 1 now for the Mavs. Here's Bryant. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Mavericks lead by 1. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Tyson, coming off the loss in the last game, it seems like you guys are playing with a renewed intensity here tonight. What's been the difference?
Well, we just can't allow them to stay around close. You know, last night we had a letdown. Tonight we got to do a better job of getting down, staying our ground, playing defense, and taking advantage of this game.
Tyson, thank you for the time. Guys, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Have to like what we're seeing from Monte Ellis.
Yeah, he had a sensational first half, which was made, I think, even more significant given the amount of extra defensive help was paid to him.
Yeah, but for him, it's nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, we don't expect anything less. And I'll bet he continues to do the same kind of damage through the final 2 quarters.
Here's Rondo. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Well, if you saw the Mavs play here in Dallas last year, you were in for a show. I mean, they were explosive offensively.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Lynn and Kobe are your 1 and your 2. Davis is out there with Hill, and it's Young in at the 3 spot.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And so here is Dallas. It's a 1-point game. And that was good and bad for the Mavs last year, Clark. Great at scoring here, but they also didn't defend very well.
Very well or very often, Kevin. Still, it was always a fun time as the Mavs would end up with a 26-15 record here at American Airlines. So it was pretty strong home cooking.
Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
Yeah, both teams playing well. Neither club able to pull away.
Now here is Hill. Here's Bryant. And Nowitzki with the block. And now Ellis running the floor all by himself.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
Here's Lynn. Right now averaging 5 points a game. The drive by Bryant. Again, the miss by Bryant.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
Rondo kicks to Nowitzki. Ellis outside. Shot clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Nobody near Parsons. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Ellis has got 3 assists in the game. Lakers trail by 6. Lynn dishes to Bryant. Hill sets the screen for Kobe. To halt the run, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Bryant's got 6.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off. A lot of times when a great player hangs it up, they take some time to find themselves or just relax. But Kobe said last season that he wants to stay heavily involved in the NBA when his playing days are over. It's not a huge surprise if you think about just how competitive he is.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Stoudemire's checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Randall's checked in. Stoudemire outside. He kicks to Ellis. Ellis draws the double. Dishes it to Chandler. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And Clark, for Kobe in his post-playing career, you have to think he would like to stay involved with the Lakers on some level, given that he has spent his whole career, really his most formative years with the organization.
You know, that could be true, Kevin, from a front office standpoint, but if he wants to try his hand at coaching, he might have to be open to moving around for a little bit.
Now here's Boozer. Pass to Clarkson. Clock at 6. Lakers passing it around. Kobe goes in.
Well, Kobe Bryant last season for the first time introducing high tops as his custom basketball shoes, looking to provide a little more support for that injured Achilles.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Free throw drops for Kobe. J.J. Barea is checked in for Dallas. The Lakers also with a sub. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Nick Young. He's off on the second. Dallas leading by 3. Barea kicks to Parsons. Parsons right side. There's the dish to Harris. He feeds it to Stoudemire. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession.
3 seconds on the shot.
2 on the clock. Long range from the inbound. A rebound by the Lakers. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them.
And I'll be looking forward to seeing how that Denver game turns out for sure.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Barea kicks to Harris. Outside for Barea. Harris outside. The feed to Stoudemire. Shot clock at 6. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Stoudemire's got 5.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
As he should. That's a good decision. When he gets a clean look, he's got to take it.
Here's Clarkson. 7 points in the game. And he can't bank that one in. A minute 50 left in the third. Barea kicks to Parsons. Parsons right side. From 15 feet away, rebound the Lakers. Boozer's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Coach Rick Carlisle is really a competitive guy. He's hardworking, brings a razor-sharp intensity to the job. A former NBA player himself, but he's not what you would call a player's coach. At least he doesn't fit that description as we've become accustomed to hearing it applied. He's not buddy-buddy with this guy. He is clearly all business.
Now here's Chandler, averaging 16 points a game. Feeds to Harris. Passes it to Barea. Fires from deep. Randall grabs the board. And Steve, when you played, Was that important really to have a coach who really connected with players on the floor, or was it all about business?
No, I think it's important to connect with your players on a personal level. You need to get to know them, and they need to get to know you. There's got to be a healthy amount of trust for the relationships to work.
Now here's Stoudemire. He has 5. Boozer with the rebound. Boozer's got his 4th rebound in this one. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here's Ellington. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Three-quarters of play in a close game here. The Mavericks on top, up 3. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports.
Tune in next Sunday, November 23rd. Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers take on Marc Gasol and the Memphis Grizzlies. Don't miss it.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Well, this is what you talk about when you have the offensive play coming together based on tremendous passing. It's the rhythm and flow that occurs that makes this a beautiful game.
Lakers trail by 3. The forwards are Parsons and Dirk. Ellis is out there with Rajon Rondo. And it's Stoudemire in at the 5, down low. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now here's Lynn. Davis with a screen on Ellis. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Bryant for 3. The shot misses. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Ellis in the post, working on Bryant. Ellis can't get it to go. Kobe kicks to Young. Back to Bryant. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Bryant's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Los Angeles. Mavericks shooting for the game at 42%. Rondo kicks to Ellis. Ellis right side. A baseline J. Nice jump shot. Good. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Well, the Lakers are in another one of those transition stages, and they've not had many in the history of the franchise. But they do need to start looking for that next superstar to build the team around.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Gentlemen, Byron Scott had some advice for his team in that last timeout. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out full speed. Guys?
Now, here is Young, and stolen by Parsons. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
Ellis having a terrific game.
13 points now, and 3 assists as well.
As you said, Kobe's starting to get to the age where you just don't know how many years he has left, especially with all the injuries. And the Lakers need to look now to who's going to lead them in the future.
And that one falls to Monte Ellis. Adding on to that thought about the Lakers, Clark, they have seemingly always had one of the top players in the entire league to build around.
Yeah, that's always been one of their key pillars to success. You know, Magic, Wilt, Jerry, well, I mean, you can go on and on, Elgin Baylor. And they thought they might have had Dwight Howard, but now they're in a bit of a search to find the leader to take over once Kobe is gone.
One thing you know when it comes to the Mavericks is they're not going to sit back and stand pat. They want to reload, not rebuild every year.
Now here's Bryant. Lynn kicks to Young from downtown, and that one's good.
Wow, what a big three-pointer, and if he's got his shooting stroke going, he could be the closer for them in this game.
The Mavericks leading. Well, guys, the Mavericks have made the most out of this run since they've had Dirk Nowitzki. A strong team for so long because they never tore it down.
And there were times they could have. I mean, you have to respect that mentality that, you know, they've maintained their unity, their continuity. And as long as you have Dirk, you know you can put pieces around him to be competitive. That's what the Mavs have always done.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Outside Rondo. Pass to Ellis. Davis against Nowitzki. Stoudemire trying to break free. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Lynn kicks to Kobe. Again, Los Angeles.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Now here's Rondo. He dishes it to Stoudemire. Stoudemire right side, and that one's good. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Boy, bad timing. Now is not the time to be giving him that shot.
Lakers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Outside, Lynn. Hill sets the screen for Lynn. Davis kicks to Lynn. 6 on the shot clock. Baseline J on the way. Good D by Rondo. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. The pass to Ellis. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 3 assists.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Rondo against Lynn. The shot misses. Nice D from Nowitzki. Mavericks leading by 4. Pushing it up. And counting. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
See the way he times his passes so well. That's a great assist.
At the line for your Mavericks, Chandler Parsons. At the line for 1.
Lakers trail by 7. Lynn the pass to Young. Davis with a screen on Parsons. And Bryant kicks to Young. Back to Kobe. Offensive rebound. Hill. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And at this stage of the game, that offensive rebound and putback is enormous. I mean, that feels like a 4-point swing.
Outside Rondo. Stoudemire dishes to Parsons. Here's Rondo. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Stoudemire. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Here is Lynn. Davis setting the pick for Lynn. Young outside. Back to Lynn. Just 5 on the clock. The second effort. Count it, and the foul. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that.
It's a great play under the boards for him. You know, that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
And the free throw, no good. Mavericks leading by 4. Parsons attacking. Here's Rondo. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Davis sets a screen. Kobe with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Young's shot is off.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick. Just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. Guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
Now here's Rondo. Kicks to Nowitzki. And it's Lynn with the rebound. Young outside. Nice D from Chandler.
Oh, perfect opportunity to finish the break, and he blows it.
Steve, you have to be able to finish off plays like that. It's a must.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. No luck that time either. Lakers have gone 5 of 12 from the field, entering the 4th quarter. In a wide open look for Lynn. And the Lakers with another miss.
Tell you what, it can be really frustrating as a shooter. All you can do is grimace because you just can't find the range.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Los Angeles has gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You can hear the impact from where I am.
Gets the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And so Young nails them both.
Boy, those were massive foul shots right there. It's down to a 1-possession game.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Yeah, you got to freeze the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
A few misses at the line, and they're in good shape.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. So he can't get either to fall.
A perfect chance, an opportunity to wrap it up, and he couldn't take advantage. We'll see if he lives to regret it.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're trailing by 2. We've got 22 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Lakers shooting not great, 40% for the game. Davis with a screen on Parsons. Young outside, on the wing, Bryant. Right side, Bryant to force OT. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. Clark, it was anybody's game right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coach is happy with the outcome. This team kept their emotions in check and got it done.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Dirk, during that second half, what brought the conviction the team showed that allowed you guys to win this thing?
I think we just battled, and that was good for us. I thought that really won us the game down the stretch. We scrambled for each other. We rotated. Got a couple lucky bounces down the stretch, and that always helped.
Dirk, thank you. Kevin, it all starts with that competitive spirit.
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, Monte Ellis.